What's going on, guys? This is Carl with the Racerred channel. Out here riding the Yucky mountain range and some little bit of desert riding. Got the two-stroke out today. Riding with a few people today, all kind of arriving at different times. So we're gonna head back to the truck right now, try to rendezvous and maybe get the whole group together. Who knows? That's one thing. The sagebrush out here just blows around until it gathers. Kind of forms just like sand dunes form. A little grain of sand blows around until it gets caught somewhere. Well, these are like sagebrush dunes. I've been in certain situations here where I try to just pile drive through a big stack of these things, and they can literally just become mountains of sagebrush. Definitely an obstacle. Usually in the summertime, it's a pretty good obstacle out here. Alright, back at it today. We got some of our people together. Two of them didn't show yet. Kind of a cool section. Hello, I'm in Idaho. I have no topic today yet again, and this two-stroke Husky has been a great bike. I always say that. Everybody knows I love my Husky. Stupid thing won't go into neutral though. I think the topic today should be movies. Movies and music. It's funny how both movies and music can really change your complete emotional direction and your attitude and your state that you're currently in. Watching a movie can make you sad, can make you happy, and inspire you. Like I like watching like sci-fi stuff a lot with, you know, Tom Cruise, a lot of those Oblivion type movies. Oblivion's a super cool one. Oh jeez. Bushes. My top 5 movies of all time would be, well, Forrest Gump has to be in there. Forrest Gump is an incredible movie. I love me some Forrest Gump. Right behind Forrest Gump would have to be Dumb and Dumber. Like, literally, I just can't stop quoting Dumb and Dumber. It's classic. Dumb and Dumber is one of the greatest of all time. After that, I'd have to say Nothing to Lose, which is a comedy with Martin Lawrence. It's pretty hilarious. That one's not a family movie by any means, but it's a really funny adventure movie, which I gravitate towards adventure movies, I guess. I really love them. Another one that I absolutely love is Wild Hogs with Tim Allen. Man, like, just something about that whole movie just resonates with me. A lot of it's probably because it's a bunch of buddies going on a motorcycle adventure, but I don't know, a lot of it is just hilarious. After those movies, I think it would have to be another comedy, like probably Anchorman 2. I like Anchorman 2 better than I like the first one. So there you have it. Most of my top movies are comedies. But I really do love sci-fi movies. I started out saying I love sci-fi, and then my top movies have nothing to do with sci-fi. However, I really do like sci-fi and just action movies. Expendables is amazing, just to watch stuff blow up and see all the action stars. The Day After Tomorrow. Tom Cruise is one of my favorite actors because he just does I think he does a really good job. Oh, one of my favorite movies of all time is Collateral with Tom Cruise as a hitman, which is... I like it so much. It's probably in my top 5 movies, actually. That has to push one of those out of the way. Probably Anchorman 2. Yeah, I forgot about Collateral. It's one of those movies where it's not incredibly fast, but when it is fast, it's like, holy smokes. It's really realistic, and there's a lot of philosophical banter in there. It's a weird friendship between a hitman and kind of his victim. It makes the taxi driver drive him around, and they have lots of banter that is really philosophical, and it becomes like this weird friendship. And I don't know, it's just this really cool... I think it's a really cool movie. I think music is where I'm gonna lose people here. Yeah. I pick Rammstein as my number 1. Man, I got no traction all the way up to that. I slid from the bottom all the way to the top. I never caught traction. I couldn't get my rear tire to hook up. Little mucky in here. Hopefully my tires can stick to this rock. Well, he's going this way. I guess I'll go this way. Into the bushes. Oh no! Anyway, so I think music is the spot where I will probably lose you guys. Number 1 on my music list is Rammstein. I learned about them when I was 9 years old. I watched Terra Firma 6, which is a motorcycle movie. It had Guy Peart in it, and he was riding a big, huge 520 KTM, and they had Rammstein, the song Burg Dich, was playing, and I was like, that's my music right there. And ever since, it's been my favorite. Yeah, I rode with Graham Jarvis, yeah. What? I went to one of his clinics up in northern Idaho. Oh, okay. And cool. Yeah, that guy is so good. It's weird to see it in person, because he'll just ride around in circles, like on one wheel. And then we kind of free rode the mountain, and we'd get up to the like rock faces like this, and I'd be up on top, and I'd be like, there's no way you can do that. He'd come red-lined and just launch off of a little rock and stick to the face and fling it up the top. I'm like, oh my god! I don't think he could do this, but it was, I mean, it was pretty much... Get up like right there. Yeah. The one thing I noticed about him is he has zero panic. He doesn't panic. So he can be up on a cliff, like on this one section, he got up on this big boulder and it was way off the ground, there's nothing on either side, and he started spinning. He couldn't get up, and he starts like compressing the suspension and kind of getting the bike to hop. And he got up to where his front wheel was on one boulder, his rear wheel was on another one, and he's like way up in the air. I'd be panicking and jumping, and he just, there's no panic. He just calmly figures out where he needs to be, rotates his front tire, and then he just redlines it, gets back, and then launches his bike to the next boulder.
Collected, and I'm like, what?
Oh.
We're talking about Graham Jarvis, okay? What do you expect?
Yeah, you had to do it. You had to go for it.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, the one time I'm not recording, you just do something like that. Anyways, I keep getting distracted, but Rammstein's my favorite artist. That's my favorite band. And after that, I would have to go with something wildly different. I think Johnny Cash would be my number 2. And Coulter Wall would be number 3. Coulter Wall has a crazy voice. It's a really, really good, like, old school voice and really old school music. Hank Williams Jr. I love how, like, upbeat his music is, and like, yeah, he's just got some classics. Country Boy Can Survive, that's one of my favorite songs. I would say my number 5 would be Hatebreed, which is actually a really positive metal band. They have like really positive, uplifting lyrics. But I don't know, I have a lot of metal bands that I like on the same note. They kind of have really just positive lyrics, and usually that's what I like. I like lyrics that build you up. Sometimes I like the other style where it's just, you know, brutal metal as well, but usually I gravitate towards stuff that's more of a uplifting song. I can't remember the band's name, but they're like the masters of like build up music. But I like so much different music, like From Ashes to New. That's a good one. They have more of a rap and rock mixture. I like a lot of their stuff though. Lamb of God is one of my favorite metal bands. I saw them in concert, and they are just as good in concert as anybody you'll ever see. I mean, when they're in concert, the sound quality is better than what they produce on their CDs. It's crazy what they can do. They are just a very talented group. But I like Five Finger Death Punch, and man, the music I like is pretty diverse. I'll say that for sure. Kind of a cool little wash right here. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace. Alright guys, I just wanted to give some of my Patreon supporters a shout out. I really appreciate them. Yucky Don't Eat is my newest one. Daniel Roush, Brian Thomason, Mike Slater, Jason Froling, Jim Jolson Jr., Lance Darnell, Wade James, Kurt Kinghorn, Jared Bauer. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys have helped a huge amount for my channel to grow and to keep making content, and you are appreciated.